Hi, my name is Cole Wallace. Have you ever wondered what it's like to ski down the big slopes? Well, I'm going to tell you the inside scoop on how to take these big mountainous hills that you see people ski down in the movies. I know for a fact that skiing is all about your control and movements, and leg movements, and balance, of course. It all depends on how your leg muscles can hold you upright. In order to avoid those nasty falls on your face, you must follow the guides on how to properly ski, which includes controlling your edges, controlling your angles, keeping a center of mass of base to support leg controlling rotation while regulating ski and snow interactions. To give a little background on what happens next, we must first look at how to do the basic safety in order to perfect our skiing techniques, such as including wearing a proper hat, proper suit attire for those cold and nippy temperatures and wearing safety goggles. Let's look into those first few steps. First, before hitting the slopes, we will ensure everything runs smoothly. First step, always wear a helmet designed to protect you while skiing. You should always wear skiing goggles as well to protect your eyes from snow or other things getting into them as you're tumbling down the mountain. You also need to make sure that your boots fit properly and always wear layers of clothes to ensure you don't get hypothermia. Do not ski alone, follow trail rules, and don't wander off so far from the path. Lastly, take it slow and steady to ensure your ski level progresses as you need. According to the nationwide Children's Hospital statistics, bruises and broken bones are the most common from skiing injuries without proper skiing gear equipment. It shows traumatic brain injury and leading causes of injury from skiing without proper attire as well. The Nationwide Children's Hospital states that they recommend helmets designed just for skiing, goggles that fit over the helmet, sunscreen, and wrist guards. You're probably wondering why we say sunscreen, but the sun reflecting off the snow can still burn you. Now, finally, we move on to the interesting part. First steps to becoming an expert skier. The most important skiing to know achievement is the perfect ride down the slopes, but without the steps of taking off. The steps of learning the proper stance of skiing is first, stand tall with your feet on your shoulder width apart. Second, flex your ankles, shins forward. Next step is to keep your shoulders slightly in front of your hips with the weights centered over both feet. Keep your arms slightly out in front of you to the side. Hold your poles with the tips pointed back behind your feet. Look toward where you're going and not down at your skis. According to Robert Barnes, these steps are crucial in the first few steps of taking down the slopes, he stated. After clicking in your new skis, you'll learn what it's like to balance and move on the skis. Guided on flat terrain is one of the most movements you'll make. To conclude the beginning steps in becoming a pro skier, there is no more than just learning how to stand and glide on your skis. Let's look at some more techniques on how to ensure that you're tracked to becoming a skier enthusiast. The last step to becoming an expert on skiing and mastering the five fundamental steps of skiing. First, apply pressure to the outside of the skis. Second, control edge angles, inclination, and angles. Third, keep center mass over the base support. Fourth, control the ski rotation and leg rotation. Lastly, regulate the pressure created by the ski and snow interaction. According to Vermont's Mountain Sports and Life, the fundamental key to skiing as well as to get balance with downhill over outside ski is, and skiers get tipping into the turn of edges on their skis. They usually do this too much. It is the angles of which the upper body back towards the outside ski that gets overlooked, and they also stated that when you find a stance that is centered over your feet, it becomes possible to rotate and turn the skis, keeping the upper body up even with the hips and the downhill and the short run. In order to achieve the ski rotation, to control the ski's rotation of all of the other steps. To conclude, these are all the steps in the right direction in order to achieve those basic fundamental steps to take in order to follow down necessarily path of skiing. To wrap this up, we went over the basic steps on how to become a skier and what you needed to take in order to achieve the balance of skiing to become a pro skier in the future, which includes controlling edge angles, keeping center mass over your body support, controlling leg rotation, and while regulating ski and snow interaction.